Let's play some more Slay the Spire. Silent. Ascension, level 16. Probably... You know, I'm not going to call. I'm not going to call what I think... Never mind. It's Snecko. Okay, I'm going to call it. We're going to add every single 2-cost card we can into the deck because we have Snecko. I am scared. Early on, it's garbage because we have only expensive cards in the deck, but admittedly, you can have a lot of fun in a Snecko Eye deck. Getting it this early, it's so weird because, like, look at this turn. I can't fucking play anything. I can't play anything and we're doing no damage. He's getting stronger. We might actually die on this one combat, which would be horrifying. Never mind. We're actually going to be perfectly fine if we can draw 3 attacks. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's RNG whether or not we're going to win this fight. It's kind of a little RNG if we're going to actually win the run. So here's hoping we do. By the way, I'm going to take 22 damage on this turn. Because all of our defends were expensive, but then we're going to kill him when he's 26 strength up, or he's doing 26 damage rather. Let's take nothing. Let's take the curse and then go to the shop and remove it because the Warp Tongs is amazing. It's going to play 2 defends. It's actually worth more than... Survivor discarding Pain. 7 damage, okay? There's the free cards out of the way. I'm gonna hit you with the strike because it's upgraded. This build is as much about the high cost cards as it is about removing your low cost trash. Yes, is the answer there. We're just drawing cards that we can't play, and that's not how we win. We gotta draw cards that we can play. Should have probably not played the last defend there. It's okay. Defend plus, Survivor, dump the defend, strike. Can't play the other strike, that's okay. It's a slow fight early because just the random number generator dictates that we don't have enough energy to play the cards in our hand. What we need is expensive cards, better value. We need 4 energy as well. That would help a great deal. And then we got it. 11 block. This has got to be worth more. We're only taking 1. Snecko early is bad. It kind of is, admittedly. Dude, what the hell? It kind of is, admittedly. Especially having Pain, which actually prevents us from getting a card in that card slot, but as soon as we remove Pain, add in better cards, I'm hoping that we'll be able to make something happen. But unfortunately, all the card choices have been kind of garbage so far. We're taking 1 damage. 1 damage is acceptable. Hey, enemies that don't just gain 1 billion strength. I love it. You're dead. You're dead. Okay, that was not that bad. I do like backflip for draw. It can draw cheap things, but I also like a quick slash for the same reason. It's also an attack, and we're about to fight an elite with a thin as hell deck. No. Yes? No? Ugh. Give me Eviscerate. And, well. Dude, I'm tempted to honestly skip, like, all of these elites. That sounds strange, like, oh, my name's Abe and I like being aggressive. But I think we have to, you know, try to hit these campfires, try to hit the question mark, see what we can get, try to actually upgrade some of the cards that we have. Try to add in better cards, more expensive cards, and then we'll fight an elite and we'll see how it goes. So our deck is substantially better now. Free strike, eviscerate. Love it. I wouldn't even say that this is a bad run. It's just going to be very risky for a long time. It's going to be very risky until we have time to add in a lot of better cards. And honestly, we almost did. You never know what you're going to draw. Oh, damn it. That's so fine. That's fine. I'm just going to take 15. But yeah, we just need to add in better cards. Dude, Gurya, amazing. Dash, fantastic. Gambling chip. Turn 1, we can actually play cards. Yes, Anger the Mushrooms. Turn 1, we can just dump anything that's expensive. 6 and 6. Dump. You're expensive. You're expensive. A strike for 2 is too expensive. Survivor, dump a defend, eviscerate gets free. So that's basically just an energy refund. 2 HP. That's a good turn 1. I actually really like the combo here of Bag of Prep, Gambling Chip, Snecko. I hate this because we actually... we're going to take 10 damage. We can put up 5 block. Or we could quick slash and try to draw into something that is worth playing. But I think you just say, yeah, okay, we're going to take damage on this turn. We'll limit the damage we take, but hopefully this Fungi Beast on the right decides to buff. Oh, thank God, finally. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty good. Concentrate's not going to be 0 to play. I do like a Dagger Throw. If it's cheap, we can actually discard an expensive card and then draw a cheaper card. Actually, I'm kind of glad that this is a shop. Skewer is a nice fallback, but I think I prefer like an Acrobatics. I think what we should honestly do, though, is maybe just start removing strikes. Basic strikes are basically unplayable. Yeah, I have no idea. I like where the deck stands right now, but I don't know if this is going to be sustainable in the long term. We'll Dagger Throw, dump a Quick Slash, Dash means we take no damage, Eviscerate, Strike. Turn 1, we can pop. I don't think these are worth anything. I think I have to be very careful about what I add in. Because we have to add in specific cards, expensive cards. Not only expensive cards, but they've got to be really good if they're not expensive. Okay, play everything that costs 0. Well-laid plans would actually function. It's not a great card to play in... Maybe we should even pop some potions here. It's not a great card to play when you are with Snecko, because it's not going to always cost 0, but when it does cost 0, you're going to be happy. 16 damage. Dash does not get us there, but we can not play Dash and Survivor. So I think we're just going to play a Defend... into a defense. It's 2 less block. I'll take 2 less block in order to hit him with the dash. Man, this is gonna be an interesting fight. Good lord. Take 2 damage. Thank God for Warped Tongs. As the longer the fight lasts, the stronger we'll become. The stronger we'll become. But yeah, we desperately, I think, need to put in a I'll hit you. We desperately need to put in a well-laid plans, along with more expensive cards. You know what? Give me the Dagger Throw. A free defend means we can play the strike. I don't think we need to use the potions. I think we will be fine. As long as we get good blocks on appropriate turns. Every turn the butt clench increases, kind of. Give me a Dagger Throw. I'll hit you with the dash. He's going to be doing his big attack next turn. If we have to use a potion, we have to use a potion. We might just be able to put up enough block, though. I'll use the potion. Kinda glad I did. I don't think we would have had enough damage output to kill him on that turn. But we are very close now. You're dead. Good, 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 good. Wraith form, Storm of Steel, Bullet Time. Bullet Time is insane. And Sozu is fantastic. So Bullet Time means that whenever we draw Bullet Time in a hand of Snekawai, we can play everything. So now what we actually want to do is probably just get more draw in the deck. Haven't fought any elites yet. I don't really want to fight an elite on this floor, not without a malaise or better crowd control. So I think heavy question mark combat path into a late shop is ideal. We'll fight some elites on the next floor. So turn 1, what do we want? Cheaper everything. We'll be able to block enough. We can quick slash, then we can bullet time. You're only doing 8 damage? Good lord, you suck. Dude, this is a good turn. Dagger throw also, it's kind of a nice little synergy with Eviscerate. It makes the Eviscerate a little bit more playable. And dude, this floor has already started significantly better than the previous floor did. Previous floor we were dying to the first basic Ma enemy. Calculated Gamble I kind of like as an emergency reshuffle. Like nothing here is worth playing, give you new cards. Even though it's not always going to be 0, even playing it for 1 or 2 energy might be useful. So we want to dump anything that's going to be expensive to play. Eviscerate is good to play, Survivor is good block, but do we really need to play it? Sure, we'll keep it. Kind of like everything we have, honestly. We'll Dagger Throw. Don't really know why. Now, you know, in hindsight, it's like, well, you know, it's not really going to do that much. But hey, taking no damage, killed a minion. Dude, Bullet Time turn 1 is actually freaking fantastic. I agree. You're not dead. But all we need to do is 3 damage to you? Well, now it's 3 damage along with the block, which Eviscerate will just do immediately. Sneaky Strike. If we can discard a card, the Sneaky Strike will give us energy back. Dude, I am not going to give you my gold. I will use a potion in order to kill you and get the red mask. Though again, we might not need to on turn 1. So I am going to dump anything expensive. I'm also going to dump the basic strike. It only costs 1, but we'll dump it anyways. Try to get over to bullet time, I suppose. I'll gain strength. This is going to do 30 damage. They'll do enough to kill you. No bear, no bear. Not bear. Not the bear. Now Romeo has to go. Still a pretty good turn. You know, getting a kill on bear turn 1 is great. You will pay for this. There's my bullet time. Although, what we can actually do, I think, is dump bullet time, believe it or not. Sneaky Strike is going to give us an energy refund of 2. Strike, Eviscerate, you're all dead. Worth a potion? Almost certainly. Now I will take the backflip because of a potential draw. I think Footwork is still worth playing. Dude, the bomb is an interesting idea. It's 2 energy. If it's cheaper, wouldn't we want to play it? Nah, we probably need card removal and expensive cards. Well, maybe not expensive, but good cards in terms of Footwork. So we'll do it like this. Glass Knife is also interesting, but nah. Let's do it like this. Now, can we hit more camps? No, but we can hit question marks. I don't think the question marks can ever be campfires, but, you know, the closer we get to being able to Need more block on this turn. The closer we can get to being able to get to 3 strength would be fantastic, because we need that 3 strength. I would like it anyways. So bullet time. Dash. Footwork. Sneak. Eviscerate. We put up a 41 block on 1 turn? That's pretty good. What does Romeo do on turn 1? Just talk? Yep. He's weird like that. The only thing he does is, "You will pay for this insolence." Oh, can't believe this rate, but we're taking no damage. Good. We haven't taken damage in a long time. Dude, Corpse Explosion is amazing. Even if we only Corpse Explosion the sentry on the left, it's still worthwhile. This is fine. So Sneaky Strike is free. Let's Quick Slash first. Kind of hoping that I could actually draw into the 11, that's pretty good. I was kind of hoping I could try to draw into a Corpse Explosion, but we couldn't. There's my Corpse Explosion. So Footwork, Backflip. Sneaky is free. We're not going to get discard. Might as well play it. 11 damage. We'll put up a little bit more block. Make him explode on death. Why not? We are frail, but he should die on this turn. Yeah, easily. This deck is working. Draw cards until you have 6 in hand. That doesn't seem like it's going to actually happen all that often, because I believe that we're not going to be able to play that many cards that often. Or we're not going to be able to play enough to get substantially below 6 or 8. I don't really want to hit up a shop. I'm going to skip the elites. Dead Branch. We only have 1 card that exhausts. I'm going to skip it. Yeah, that might incentivize shivs, but I don't want to fill the deck with bad cards. I want to fill the deck full of good cards, if that makes any sense. This is acceptable. Sneaky Strike is free. Then we'll... It's gonna dash you and hit you. Do as much damage as I can. How can I... Well, I mean, here's how I cannot play Corpse Explosion right now. We'll hit you first. Then we'll Bullet Time. Corpse Explosion. You are not dead yet, but now you are. We do need to upgrade cards, but I think the strength is going to be more important. So I really think that we should just upgrade strength whenever we have a campfire. That's kind of why I'm going in this direction, because I want to hit this campfire here, take no damage going up, and then be able to, be able to get 2 strength up. Become cursed. You know, it's actually not that bad. We can discard it using the gambling chip. I don't think we want bites. We're removing strikes, we're not adding in more. So we'll dump Writhe. Dump all of these cards that are way too expensive to play. Acceptable. I think I played the defend in the wrong order, but that's okay. That's a pretty good turn 1. 15 poison. It's not even a poison deck. It's just that was a good card to add in with the poison synergy that we had. Or not even with the poison synergy, it's a good card to add in. Eviscerate will do 18 damage, not nearly enough. So we'll take 2 damage. I will still get Guria instead of resting at that campfire if we have to. You're dead. This has been a great fight so far. This has been a great run so far. This is a strange early Snecko run, but it's kind of getting the job done. So yeah, we'll Guria. gain even more strength up, and hope that that's enough that we can make it past this guy. This is going to be a very difficult fight for us, I believe. So, give me some draw, then bullet time. That's pretty good, you know, 70, 80 damage on turn 1. We would love to put in some sort of a vulnerability in the deck, like a trip. Trip would be good. Terror. Terror wouldn't benefit from an upgrade at all, but it would still be able to apply some vulnerability. Let's dash, sneak, defend. I don't really even want to play Calculated Gamble because I want it to get upgraded by Warp Tongs and then be playable multiple turns. But there's Corpse Explosion. That basically has to be played. Corpse Explosion plus a Neutralize on the Torch Head on the right will mean we take less damage when he explodes. Now he's not exploding yet. Maybe I should have played Eviscerate, but I want to make sure that, you know, they die in a reasonable length of time. We're down to 10 HP, it's dangerous. Right, hit you, hit you. We're gonna be hit by every debuff. I don't think we're gonna live. We just took way too much damage on that turn because the Corpse Explosion was expensive and I felt like we needed to play it. But admittedly, we do have some good cards in hand this turn. Is it enough? It's not. Dude, what a shame. What a shame. I mean, if we had more of an opportunity to get expensive cards, Neko could have carried us, but, you know, we drew a hand with no blocks and 3 and 2 cost cards, and I felt like the best play was just Corpse Explosion to make sure that the enemies died on the next turn and didn't live for even longer. Still fun. Let's do it again. Remove a card, remove 2 cards for 15 damage. Guess we're going Tiny House. I do like Tiny House. It's honestly probably better than the normal starting relic. I think a lot of people disagree with me on that, but I kind of like it. A random upgrade, it's pretty decent. The Snecko giveth and the Snecko taketh. The Snecko means that your run is basically up to the RNG gods as to whether or not you're gonna win or live. I really miss having Warp Tongs. I saw that Strike Plus and I'm like, Warp Tongs hit a Strike Plus. Oh, wait a minute. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. That run is already dead. It's dead to me. We're gonna be weak, but 2 strikes will still kill the leftmost louse. Lord. Four damage, that's enough. So I know I added in a Crippling Cloud. I've also added in a Deflect. I think Crippling Cloud is just a good card. Being able to purge artifacts and do additional damage is really nice. I'll take a Skewer. I hate there being a shop here. We can basically buy our starting relic back if we want to spend 172 gold. I actually kind of feel like that's not the worst purchase in the world. So let's do it. We bought Tiny House at that shop. That's how you should think of that. I don't like Bag of Prep as a starting relic, but as something you can buy in the shop for 100, 150 gold, it's pretty nice, pretty decent. Give me that Crippling Cloud upgrade. You would have taken Noxious instead of, what did I take? Skewer. I want something to dump my energy into. Noxious would have been nice for boss fights, admittedly, but we can wait on that. We can get into a poison synergy after we ideally get some elites killed and see what we get from them. Ghost in a Jar, very good potion. Do like a poison stab? So we'll take it. Gremlin Knob. was gonna say this might be a good turn for draw to try to get through the deck faster, but really I got what I wanted turn 1, which is Crippling Cloud. So I don't think there's a reason to use the draw potion. We can also save the Ghost in a Jar for whenever he's doing 24 damage in a turn. So not even this turn, I think maybe save it for the next turn. But we're gonna kill him on the next turn in all likelihood. Alright, pop Ghost in a Jar. Save like, save 17 damage. And I will use the other potion as well. I hate using the second potion, but we drew not what we wanted. Bird face turn. Now there's a reason to take powers. So I will definitely strive to put as many powers as I can in the deck. Now calipers, I think early it's not that good, but I'm taking it because of the chance that we can actually put up a lot of block in a turn when we're not doing anything and roll the block over for the next turn. This is not a block heavy deck right now, but you never know what's going to happen in the future. They're healing, so I'm going to hit them as fast as I can. We need 2 strikes to kill, or this will work as well. Alright, Crippling Cloud is going to come out finally. It's not going to hit the sentry on the left, but that's okay, it'll still hit the one on the right. Blur. There's no guarantee we're going to have Blur. We don't have Blur now, we have Calipers now. You know, I can't play the odds of us finding a specific card, one specific card in the game in order to roll block over. Calipers might not be that good, but what it is a card right now that we can take. Or, sorry, a relic right now we can take, which is why I took it. This first floor, it's actually kind of looking a bit sketchy. Blur with Calipers. Well, I mean, Blur overrides Calipers, but you're right. If we have a Blur and Calipers, then we can roll over a lot of block, which will then roll over again minus 15. So that could work. Give me a skewer, please. There we go. I got so offended. I didn't get offended, I just wanted to kind of make a point. What are we doing with this deck? Play all-out attack. It's not a bad card. It does pretty good damage. Grand finale. Admittedly, there was a good point on a previous run that Runic Pyramid would have been really nice for Grand Finale because you can actually kind of control how much you're drawing turn after turn, but it's still tricky and finicky. Are we going to go on this turn? No, I would like to wait for Skewer. You're going to split at 36. So you're going to split right now. Poison Stab is worth more than a Skewer. I will say with Skewer, there is a certain benefit to having a Chemical X. It's a hard card to come by, but Chemical X would make Skewer do, right now, 14 damage for free, which sounds lovely. Do we need an after image? No, but I do like after image. I like it really against the heart. Every card you play pays for itself, and you don't take beat of death damage. But I also admit I like a heal hook. If we can make the enemies vulnerable for a long time, we can just hit them over and over again. And I am going to go for an upgrade, even though we're low on HP. If we make it to the Hexaghost at 25 HP, that might even just be for the best. Because if we're going to have low HP, then Hexaghost is going to do a very small amount of damage on his turn 1. Encountering Chemical X while having an X card is basically impossible. I've done it before. Most often it seems like I can do that with the defect with reinforced body. That seems to be a little bit more common. For me anyways. Well-laid plans is expense. Should we just remove injury? Being able to hold, block, or attack cards is nice. But let's remove injury first. I'm gonna take a deadly poison. It's not really a poison deck, but being able to apply some extra poison seems kind of nice. I could also go for the neutralize to get the heal hook free more frequently. And we'll try Hexaghost. Are you the only one who thinks about Powerpuff Girls when you say Chemical X? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the reference is from. It's a Powerpuff Girls reference, so it kind of makes sense to me. Block it. Okay, good turn. We're kind of just letting the poison chunk through his HP. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's why we put the poison cards in the deck, at least so far. Also remember, Orichalca means you do not need to play blocks. How many times have I already played a block when I didn't need to? No reason to play that defend. Okay, you're dead. Close, but you're dead. 1,000 cuts. I like it, but it's expensive. Bullet time, being able to play expensive cards is nice, especially if you have things like Crippling Cloud and Draw. Glass Knife for damage is good. Give me the 1,000 cuts. It's not a Shiv deck, but maybe it'll turn into a Shiv deck. You never know. Dude, I hate this. I can no longer smith. I really want to smith. But I also want the energy. I'm kind of just throwing something at the wall with that take. I would probably... Well, we have to not necessarily fight and lead if we take this path. Personally, I would actually kind of like to... Yeah, it's fine. I'd like to be able to upgrade cards, but 4 energy might just be worth more. So... we'll see. 1,000 cuts is definitely not super important right now. Right, do not play the defend. That is a bit of a dumb move. But he is dead, so maybe it actually works out exactly as I intended. And I'm going to start taking catalysts just to kind of hit the poison. We'll knock down one of the birds. We'll take 3 damage. It's not too bad. Donk, donk, donk. Give me a neutralize, heal hook. Skewer for 3 will knock one down, so I kind of want to do this. Even though we're not killing either bird, we're just kind of waiting for Crippling Cloud. It'll kill both the ones on the ground, and then the one that's in the air will not live too much longer after that. Thank you, Ascension level not 17. I think it's 17 that gives you the birds that are more annoying that require 4 hits to knock down. I don't remember though. Masterful Stab, Backstab. I'm gonna skip those. They don't seem to fit. I think I'm gonna get hit for 10. Sorry, 4. Dude, Orichalcum has been helping me out a great deal. I'm sad I keep forgetting about it. Because that's what's going on with that card. I just keep forgetting about it accidentally. Milk Jug, you love Backstab? It is a good card, but I don't think we need it. It would work with Bag of Prep. It wouldn't count as a draw, but I don't know. Don't play a defend. I guess we are also getting a little bit of healing out of the 1,000 cut, so it's not too bad. And it does make Skewer better. It's not too bad. I'm gonna skip those. I don't know why. I mean, we're not really doing that much physical damage. So maybe that's why I thought that the Skewer was not that important, or the Terror was not that important. We do have a Skewer, but are we really playing that for lots of damage all the time? Not really. The poison is kind of doing it on its own. 14 damage, good lord. Well, I think you just take 11 and accept that he's probably going to be dead next turn if we can inflict one more poison on him. Which we can't do, but at least he's weak on this turn. Also, playing the defend is incredibly dumb. I'm already forgetting that we have Orichalcum, even though I'm talking about Orichalcum like it's the best thing ever. Orichalcum is so nice! Let's make sure to remember that we have Orichalcum. You freaking fool. You fool of a brain! You fool of a toque! Crippling Cloud. It's gonna... I don't really want to spend a potion on you. I'd rather take 3 damage. It's a balanced damage output with physical attacks and poison. That's bad, though, I think. You don't want that. You kind of want to go hard into one archetype, I feel. Lots of poison, or lots of shivs, or lots of playing zero-cost cards with draw and unceasing top with 1,000 cuts. Having a mixed bag sort of a deck is worse, I feel. Playing blocks. Sometimes it is useful to play a block. I'll take a free upgraded deflect. Abe's short memory loss. Exactly. Give me a Crippling Cloud. It makes Heel Hook free. Then we can strike. All out attack. Like, weirdly, we have some decent cards added to the deck, but it's still not enough. I'll take you to 12 poison. It's definitely worth more than 1 strike, even though we get a daze. 18. Again, I'm playing the defend just like by habit, but I should actually check to see if it's giving me more block than Orichalcum. It's a bad habit to be in with Orichalcum, but it's a habit. I can't control it. I'm gonna upgrade all strikes and defends. We have 10. Yeah, so that's extremely good value. Darkstone, do not need. Now I will remove a card. Deflect, dodge, and roll, deflect. Lots of attacks. Dump a strike. And now all of a sudden, you know, we have Fusion Hammer, we can't upgrade our cards, but now all of a sudden most of our deck is upgraded. Funny how that works out. Maybe we should have played the dodge and roll. More block next turn could have been sweet. I do love having these upgraded defends. Now they're worth, instead of 3 block each, 6 block each when we are frail. So we're getting kind of double value out of those defends. It's really good. Okay, Snake Plant is dead. Our poison deck is working, kind of. No. Weakness is nice for being able to keep playing heal hooks, but I'm kind of just relying on a... We already fought this fight, guys. I'm kind of just relying on a... I don't know what I'm gonna say. Doesn't matter anymore. Deflect is worth it. We'll play the deflect. I think 1,000 cuts is worth it. I will play the blocks. Could have also played the blocks with the Dex potion, but let's take 8 damage on that turn and then wait to see what happens on this turn. It might be more valuable to play now. Actually, you're dead if I play 1 card, so let's play 2 cards. I think I'm pretty happy about saving the potion, but admittedly it will save me 8 HP. That might actually be worth it now that I think about it. Especially if we get another potion here. Oops, you're not dead yet. Which we did, but at least it's only a gambler's potion, which is not super important to have. Okay, well, we'll use it on this turn then. We still take 10. And we are doing a lot of resting, which I don't love, but... You know, we can't upgrade cards, we have 4 energy. We knew that we would have to spend time resting when we picked up Fusion Hammer. I'm okay with that. Getting all the upgraded strikes and defends should pay for our rests. I do hate that they are still attacking. So we'll put up as much block as we can. We'll take 5. Frailty doesn't matter that much. What matters is killing these guys in a reasonable length of time. Please. Don't heal! Jerk! Please, don't heal. Mystic, I hate you. It's okay, he's dead finally. The draw there was actually pretty nice as well. We can take no damage, and I am going to take no damage instead of taking 1. That 1 HP might be very important. You're not doing anything, you're dead. Okay, we're going to rest for another 21. At this point, I think I will take a bouncing flask, embrace the poison side of this deck. 29 cards, 27 cards rather. It's a lot of cards to have. Let's do it. Did you just not play Skewer for 0 energy? Oh, I'm sorry. I did something wrong. Should have definitely played the Skewer for 0. We have enough block. You took 1,000 cuts. That's not that bad. I miscounted that. I don't know why I thought with 31 HP we only need to play that 3 times. It's a 6 damage for just literally no reason whatsoever. No reason to play that either, because he was already dead. I'm making a whole bunch of just stupid mistakes with my card playing. Definitely make sure you're catalysted. We have to survive Hyper Beam, and he's not going to be weak. So I'm pretty sure we are screwed. Because I think Hyper Beam's going to go first. No! The orb died first. Because we had the potion, but I was pretty sure we were just going to be straight up dead there, but I guess not. Thank you very much, game. Okay, 32 damage. Just gotta live. We are alive. 24 damage is only being taken on that turn now. Probably should have played the dodge and roll because he's going to do another multi-hit. 30 damage. We are still alive. Please. Finally getting those heal hooks to be played for free. We might get him. 8 damage through the block. Deadly Poison doesn't do it, but Dagger Spray, Deadly Poison, All Out Attack does. Okay, so we are going to make it to the next floor, which is incredibly surprising. We have to somehow salvage this deck, but I have no idea how to actually do that. Maybe Envenom for even more poison. Now, do we take Snecko? No. We do not have too many expensive cards. I think, honestly, I'd rather just remove 2. Like, just remove a couple of basic strikes. Though, admittedly, All Out Attack and Dagger Spray, even though they're good for crowd control, we haven't really been able to play them. But I'm just going to remove the basic strikes, and we'll try to get to our poison cards faster. Now, we have fought the Burning Elite. The only thing we need to do is rest and take a key, so it's not that bad. You'd remove All Out Attack. It's still a good attack card to have in, so I'm okay leaving it in for now. I'm probably going to skip a lot of elites, though. I don't think we can manage that. Now, unfortunately, I can't like get good value out of Envenom or 1,000 cuts, but at the very least, we can like 1,000 cuts. Get something out of it. Of course, this turn sucks. But hey, we've done 6 damage in 2 turns. Mummified Hand would be great. Runic Pyramid, I think, would be better in this particular deck that we have for us right now. Also, hey, don't play the Deflect for 0. You have Calipers, you freaking fool! Talking to myself here. And honestly, taking 2 extra damage by not playing the block shouldn't matter too much. I'll take a Footwork. You can take a Defend. Yeah, it's an upgraded Defend, but I still want these cards out of my deck, for the most part. We'll take no damage. Skewer you for a little bit. All we need to do is play Crippling Cloud and these guys are dead. Can you encounter Runic Pyramid again? Nope. Not anymore. Which is sad. But that's okay. Runic Pyramid is gone forever because we didn't get it on either of the 2 boss fights. Although maybe it did show up and I didn't take it because it's like, we don't need it. Which is fine. Thank you, Orichalcum, which I again immediately forgot about. Pays for itself. Now just never hit the spikers and let them kill themselves. Alright, they're both dead. Fusion Hammer and Runic Pyramid with at the same tier. There you go. Backflip for draw is interesting, but let's ignore it. I'll add a colorless card. You know what? Give me a trip. Vulnerability would be nice. I know we skipped out on a terror earlier, but this will be my kind of making up for that, I expect. No. 12 damage. We're going to be made vulnerable and weak, I believe, but it's still pretty good. Give me a burst. Let's get lucky on the roll. 18, not bad. We get 12 block on this turn. Let's hit him hard. Alright, let's stop hitting him. We'll get him down to only doing 24 damage instead of like 40, which could happen. I really do not want a debuff, but there's no way I can actually punch through his armor, which just kind of blows. So we're gonna get a curse added to the deck. Parasite's not that bad. I hate that that can happen in this fight, but it is what it is. We'll take 2. Burst deflect? Burst deadly poison? I mean, let's just get lucky. 16 damage and block? That's about as lucky as it gets. I hate that I can't punch through his block ever. 12 damage, okay. Dodge and roll, defend, catalyst, you're dead. I think that was an okay use of the explosive potion. I knew we had to save it for an emergency turn, and that was definitely it. Skip. This is the most elites I've ever fought. That's what it feels like. It feels like fight after fight after fight is just elites, and also this guy does a lot of damage on this turn. We're gonna take 17, we have 10 HP. Am I finally gonna be released from the run? We've done it. I don't know why, but I was just completely unconfident for the entire run there. Maybe we should have kind of just like picked an archetype and delved into that one a little bit more quickly. We didn't really have an archetype. It's just like, well, let's just take good block and some weak and poison cards, and it didn't work. Maybe I'm heartbroken after the Snecko failure that we experienced. I don't know. Lots of D cards. Dagger spray, deadly poison, deflect, dodge and roll, defend.